Had to put this on horizontal again today. I will try to remember tomorrow. Oh boy. All right, so this is what I got going on here. I am playing with how to sash this possibly. Still not sure yet. I'm like throwing in some ideas. So that is what I am currently working on. So you're kind of just seeing the behind the scenes of what's going on here. Good morning, Melanie. So I am just playing around with how to maybe make this a little bit larger. It's really way too skinny when I put them together. I was so worried about having all this match, but in the end, it was way too skinny, even if I added borders. How am I feeling? Not that great this morning. I have now more issues, but we're gonna get through them. I went to the doctors. I'm not working. The doctors is like did not want me to work, so I'm not working. I'm also way too like weak to work right now. I do know that. I feel it. Good morning, Rowena. And so I'm just doing this a little bit just to get out of my bed this morning, and then I will, after this, go back to bed. I have more, I have more imaging. The doctor's going to keep me busy with some doctor's appointments. Yes, I'm doing a no-no this week. So I have more imaging today to get done, to just rule out some other things. I mean, I definitely have diverticulitis. She just wants to make sure that my surgery situation is okay. And let me see. Okay. I think you can see the bottom half. I'm not going to worry about it. So this is one of the ideas I have of is sashing them with this other scraps that I have and incorporating them in here. And then I was thinking about putting a not a 2.5, whatever this is, 2 3/4 inch square there. I was even toying with the idea of taking these. Yeah, exactly. So I'm even toying with the idea of maybe putting these in here. Just random half square triangles. I don't know. It's kind of a little odd just to have a random half square triangle in there. So it might just be a solid block of something. I have so many other things I could put in there. Like I have purple. I think I have a dark purple I could put in there. Or I may just actually, I have lots of this here. So I may just, yeah, you know what? I might just do something like that. And then that kind of brings in the whole blue. So teal, whatever you want to call it. But even with adding this sash, we're still looking at it being about 39.5. Thank you. Still looking at 39.5. So what I may do is find another black and white print and put that around as a border to kind of just bring in that black and white again. And maybe I should put a black and white in here too. That might be, let me go grab a black and white. I have some black and white squares. That might actually look better. Here we go. Hi, Desiree. Okay. No, this isn't a wheelchair quilt. This is just one that I was just trying to do for myself. So I could add that. I actually like that. I might have to do that. Add that to, it'd only be here and here. Well, actually, it wouldn't be that one because I don't have two of the same ones. So it would be like this and this. I kind of like that idea. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to go with. I'm going to go with those. I have some of those. Put that in there. And then, I don't think I have, so this is all I have of the tan. And I have a pile of this and this, which is not enough, I think, to put it all the way around, but I'm not sure. Well, you know what? We're just going to go sew it. We're going to sew it and see what happens. That's the best thing I can do, is just sew it and see what happens. All right. Let's put us here. And yes, this is what I've been living on lately. Trying to keep myself hydrated, and now more than ever. Okay, let's turn this on and move all this stuff. I have stuff everywhere. It drives me nuts, and I don't have the energy to mess with it. All right, so I'm gonna pull this off, and I am going to sew the sashings sections together. And let's see. And then we can construct this quilt. Now, this is such an odd size, and I'm hoping that it won't be a problem to put together. Bye-bye. All right, you get a good night's sleep, Desiree. All right, here we go. We're gonna start. What are you working on? Oh, let me put on my other glasses. What are you working on, Melanie? And we have Rowena on here that I could see. What are we working on? Are we working on anything, or are we just in that in-between stage? I just finished a scrap quilt, bound and washed it yesterday. Oh, that's wonderful. It's so good. Doing the scrap quilts is a really freeing experience. All right, so we have, so what I decided, I was using this like emerald greenish looking, what's more like a turquoise though. It's like emerald green with some turquoise in it. I'm working on a Lori Holt quilt called Home Sweet Home. Is out of her new book called Prairie. Oh, I don't have her new book. I have like most all of them, but I don't have her new book. I do have most of her books. Huge collection of them. Let's see. David, good morning. How long does it take to learn how to sew? Doesn't take that long. You just got to kind of just jump right in and just get to it. The hardest thing to learn is to sew a straight line, and that comes with practice. That really does. It just comes with practice. And if you're quilting, it is getting your 1/4 inch. Well, thank you. I'm glad you weren't going to say something rude. So welcome to our channel since you're not going to say something rude. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate it. And yes, I know my outfit's a little off, you know, it's pajama time. It's pajama time here in the quilting room. We are pretty much a wholesome channel, right? I would say we get wild sometimes, but we pretty much, what my channel is all about is sewing and giving, passing it forward. I call it passing it forward, which means I give a lot of the stuff I make away to people who have all kinds of ailments and cancers and children and families who are coming on a hard time. And our channel just made quilts for an entire nursing home. So yes, that's what we do here in this channel. As a matter of fact, back there, right here is a pile of more quilts that going to new residents of the nursing home that we just gave all of these quilts to. Excuse me. So that is what we're doing this morning. We're passing the love into the world through quilting. Oh, thank you, David. We try. We're trying to make a difference. We're trying to make a difference. All right, so I have all my sashings here that we're going to put in between those blocks. So I'm going to come in here and pull these apart. We're going to iron this. So this is my portable board that I made. And we are gonna go ahead, and that is going, I just have to see which way this goes. So this, all these stars are going out. So it means these have to go in. We have to press these in. So with my sashing, that center piece, we are pressing that towards the dark side, which is great because our star, the way we pressed it, the star flaps are going out, or the star legs. So in order to nest things, and these pieces are, each piece was the, for you all, you don't have this odd size. You would do a 2.5 by 6.5. Because I cut these little pieces back down to the same block size. So here we are. All right, so we have these, and now we're going to go and put these on the design wall. Hello, Barb, good morning. So we're going to put this here. And then this one would go next in here. And then over here. So we have that. So now our next step is I'm going to put these extra over here because we're going to work on those. And then we have these that we need to cut. And this is oh, what is this again? I think these are 2 3/4 wide. Let's see. They're just 2 3/4. Yep. So we're going to cut these 2 that I have, 2 3/4. Good morning, Marie. Well, let's just put it this way. I have another complication that came up. So the pain is somewhat gone. It's still there. It feels bruised, but not as terrible. But I have some other things going on. I'm having more testing today. No work for me until the doctor says I can try to go back. We'll see. I got to get some things are out of whack now. I'm just cutting this down this square. Oops. All right, and these go in here. So I'm going to put these on here. All right, so we are going to now sew this over here. It's just basically, let's put it this way, the antibiotics are doing a number on me, so now I can't keep anything down. TMI, but that's what's going on. I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to do a live this morning, actually, but I'm managing. I'm managing. Not because I don't feel well. I just... Just because I'm so weak. That's basically it. It's the craziest thing. It's like my mind is like active, but my body is not so active. But she told me it's good to get out of my bed, even though bed rest is a big thing. She says it is good to get out of the bed and kind of move your body, but not work. Because I was like, oh, well, then I can go to work. She's like, no. All right, so here we go. We're going to do that. And I'm going to iron. Sometimes it's easier to iron as you go. I don't know what happened here. It's wobbly. All right, I'm just going to go with it. I wasn't thinking about putting anything between these stars, but we're doing it. We're going with it. I'm really liking how this quilt is coming along. I am actually really liking it. Here we are. Who knew that those scraps that I bought, those bags of scraps that I bought was going to turn into a quilt that looked like this. I'm actually really surprised myself. Good morning. Okay, Leanna, how are you feeling? I'm up early. My dog needed to go out. Well, good morning, Yesenia. Ironing as you go seems faster to me. Yeah, love how you created this design on the go. not alive. Yeah, like I said, I'm pleasantly surprised. I am pleasantly surprised. All right. So, yeah, so we went to the doctor's yesterday and made appointments for, oh, geez, I have so many doctor's appointments. Not even funny. But today we have another one. And so yesterday I tried cream of rice, which is something I ate as a child. And you can't have any milk. So you could have milk alternatives like coconut milk or almond milk. So I went with coconut milk, and it was kind of yummy. It kind of gave me the feeling of having, like, we have something in Puerto Rico that's called arroz con dulce, which is like rice, sweet rice, and it's made with coconut milk. So I kind of did it like that, but it's a box and it's called cream of, find it next to cream of wheat. I don't like cream of wheat. So it was good. I put a dash of cinnamon on it, but it's still mushy. Oh, and tembleque. Oh yeah, tembleque is good. And so, I don't know. She told me how to eat a lot of Jell-O. But the dizziness that I'm having has really has more to do with other stuff. So it has to do with my blood sugar is not behaving itself right now with me not eating normal, I guess, right? So it's causing issues. So I have to, she says I have to eat Jell-O. Anytime I feel that dizziness, I need to get Jell-O in me. So, and not the sugar-free kind, just regular Jell-O. So who knew? I went to the supermarket to buy Jell-O cups. My honey made regular Jell-O in a bowl. Actually, that's what I had before I came up here, just so that I wouldn't have an issue. And I have my coconut water with me. And who knew? You can buy those little Jell-O packs, like pre-made, like pudding. I remember those because I used to buy those for my kids when they were little. And I, though, did not know that they come now fruit juice. So it's not just sugar. It's, well, I guess fruit juice is a form of sugar, but it's fruit juice gelatin in cups. It's like triple the price, but I ended up buying that because that's a better option for me. But I didn't know that was a thing, that you could buy that. I thought that was kind of cool. Yeah, I had actually, she gave me a lesson on Jell-O because I was like, oh, junk food. And she's like, Jell-O actually is not a junk food. It's actually very, very used a lot in the medical field. And it does a lot more than people think it does. And I was like, wow, I didn't know Jell-O was all that. Jell-O was like that. I just had no clue. No clue Jell-O was that. Yes, that's what it is, kind of like. It was good. Dr. Dove, I haven't bought Jell-O in years. Even the kiddos don't eat. Yeah, me neither, Melanie, me neither. But not for nothing, but we all, my honey and I had last year that wonderful test of colonoscopy, and you have to eat Jell-O, right? It's one of the things you can eat. So we had, yeah, Barb, I'm with you on that. So he had some boxes left, and he's like, honey, why don't I make you this, since this is a thing you can eat? I was like, okay, I'll try it. It wasn't like something I wanted to eat. But then when we were talking about the dizzy spells, and she really thinks it's something to do with the other, she's like, you need to eat Jell-O because you can't drink orange juice. You can't do this. You can't do that. Don't want you to eat candy. You have to eat Jell-O. And I was like, but Jell-O is like, I don't know. Mostly because I had it so much when I was a kid in the hospital. Oh, you were in the hospital a lot as a kid. I'm sorry, Barb. I had Jell-O as a kid just because I think we just liked it, maybe. I don't know. Jell-O, you know what I like? Pineapple Jell-O. And I couldn't find that yesterday. But anyway, long story short, I got these Jell-O cups that were made out of fruit juice instead of just sugar and gelatin. So I haven't tried it yet. But yeah, so apparently I have to eat. It's one of the things they tell you to eat when you are having this. But now I have to eat it more so and keep them with me all the time until we get things regulated. Because she's like, hopefully it won't be too long. Hopefully this won't be too long, because between all that and the antibiotics screwing up with me right now, I can't anymore. I'll have to tell you how those fruit, that Jello fruit thing, I don't even know I forgot what they were even called. Let's see, put this here. I am just pinning where these intersect or where they're going to nest. I can't wait to open up my ginger quilter box. Yep, I've got that right next to me. I did cut the tape off of it to make it easy. You should put some in cooler next to your sewing machine. You know what? I was thinking about that. Like, should I bring some up here? But that's why today, instead of tea, I brought this, because this will have some sweetness to it, electrolytes, because right now my body's not tolerating any food now, right now. Started last night. I thought I was doing really good. I was like, wow, the antibiotics isn't screwing with me so bad this time around. Day 3 of antibiotics. Yeah, it's screwing with me now. And I only bought 3 of these, so I think when I go back to the doctor's today, I have to buy more of that, because I don't know if you know, but coconut, I don't like Gatorade, and coconut water is natural electrolytes. So coconut water it's gonna be. Good morning, Myra. So we have this. Okay. So I am going to now do this part here, which is the sashing for the bottom part. And then I'm sticking this black and white piece here as a cornerstone. I was toying with all different ideas, and we're gonna just stick this in as a cornerstone for the fact that I think it'll just kind of bring in the this into the whole mix. I don't know. I think it'll tie it in better, because you know the stars are black and white. All right, so I actually need to make another one of these, because I need 4 and I only have 3. So let me sew up another one of these, and I'll throw that in right now. Oh, well, I already had that problem. I didn't want to be TMI, but oh, okay. Right now, I'm just trying to figure it out. I'm just trying to figure out this whole new world I live in. And I'm supposed to see my GI doctor, and I called them. My primary care got me in really quick yesterday. Good morning, Dawn. Yes, I know Yesenia, and she does send it to me for review and to make on my channel. So I totally understand that. Totally get it. Hence why I'm just scrap quilting right now too. Do you know how hard it was yesterday? I'm sitting there watching Lynn last night with her $5 yard. Oh my gosh. That line from Benartex with the dark blue, with the big flowers and the birds. Oh my God, I was in love with that fabric line. In love with it, especially just even if I just got some of that fabric. And I was like, nope, Leanna, you definitely don't need to do that right now. As much as I love to. I know, because so we're in New York. So we've got now this, starting today, this 25% something added to our electric bill, which comes out to be $100 more a month. So I don't know. And it was already going up, and the electric company before it was going up. Some people's bills were like double and triple last month. It's been like crazy here in our community. So like I'm preparing for the worst, so I totally get it. I understand. But anyway, I was calling my GI doctor yesterday to get in, and they're like, well, that will be sometime in April we can get you in. I'm like, April? I'm having this issue now. What do you mean April? And then, so she came back because like my GP was like, put that as like an urgent thing. And so it went from April, right, mid-April to now March 27th, I think, 27th. Yeah. Is that Pat Sloan fabric? Wow, yes. It's for people, what were the 3 states? New York, Michigan, and Minnesota, I think. Yeah, now I'm thinking Pat Sloan uses Benartex. Yeah, all I know is that fabric line was like, out of all the fabric lines she had, that was like my jam. But nope, I'm going to continue doing scraptacular stuff right now. We're just going to go all scraptaculous is what we're going to do. And what people send me. I didn't know the crazy electric hikes were even in New York. Yes, so 2 months ago, people been getting slammed with these crazy electric bills, and by us, someone's electric bill who's normally like, I don't know, $300 and something because they heat their home, came in at almost like $800 and something. It's been like all over. People are going wildly nuts. Now that happened to us too last year, and then our electric company is under investigation because of it. And so there's 2 electric companies. Believe it or not, I live on the border, and I'm on the electric company on this side of the road and then the other side. So this side of the road did it last year, and now the other electric company did it to those people on that side of the road this month. But we did just get told that it was going to be more. It's okay. It's part of like, I mean, and it's not okay actually. It just means less fabric for me. Long story short, I understand. I understand everybody's situation. I totally get it. There we go. So I'm going to continue here. So you're going to get basically, my content is probably going to be full of stuff that people send me and scrap quilting. It's a scrap quilting. What can we do with our scraps? Also, if you are looking for fabric, you can go on to Lynn's web page, her Facebook page. I'm kind of off of Facebook, to tell you the truth. I'm not even monitoring my own page. It's just way too much for me right now. Mine more than doubled in a month. Yes, that is what is going on here. Don't have a lot of yard stash, so that helps me. um, yes, that's what was happening here, Marie. Yeah, my house has 2 electric bills. I don't need to pay more. Wow. That is cost and gas prices in the developer. It's ridiculous the amount of oil and gas that comes out of our waters. Yeah. Well, all I got to say is we're going to be on a ride here for a bit, so we better get to scrap quilting. But in any case, what I was going to say is, if you are looking for fabric, if you're a quilter that's looking for fabric, there are people who post on that swap. I think it's called Soft Squares Quilting Swap group. I think it's called. I really used to know, because I used to be an admin for it, but not anymore. I just can't. I can't. But people post there all the time. Matter of fact, he was giving away a lot of fabric, and that made me want to pick it up. And then I looked at it, and the post was from like 7 weeks ago. And honestly, I'm not feeling well enough to go anywhere. So, but if you live near New Jersey, go on there. There's a lady who is destashing her sewing room, and she wants it to go to quilters. Sometimes you can just write on there, I'm from this state and I'm looking for fabric. And you might find someone on there that can help you out, because, you know, fabric is going to it's not going to be cheap. I mean, I'm quilting with stuff right now that is like years old, that I have put in the corner and I have forgotten about. So, and the fabric is still good. It just needed something. Good morning, Chloe. It just needed something. And I think what ended up happening is a really cool design that we made together on the fly right here. So my son now goes to work in his normal. They just shifted. He used to have to go in later because, you know, for winter purposes. So now they shifted back to his normal. So now I don't feel so bad, because when I get up here, he needs to get up anyway. All right, so we are up to this right here. I'm in Missouri, and I have way more fabric than I should be allowed to have. I've been hoarding. Yup. Collecting. Yeah, so right now I am using my stash of all kinds of things I've collected. I'm a curator of fabric, like a museum curator, yes. So I'm using my curated fabric from years. No discounts. No, there's no discounts. No discounts at Joann's. They're all excited because they're like 40% off the whole store. I'm like, yeah, well, when it was 50 and 60% off was really nice. It's fine. I'm just going to make do. This is going to be called the make do year. When I wasn't getting that many eggs from my chickadees, and eggs were the price they are now, I just made do with the number I had. Great way to stretch your eggs, especially for breakfast. Quiche. Because when you make quiche, you're mixing it with some milk or heavy cream or half and half. So you know, there is a way. Let's see. The quilt is going to be beautiful. Thank you. Fabric buying and sewing or quilting are two separate hobbies. Yes, they are. And that's why I curate quite a bit. I got an email of Joanne's and said they're hiring. Yes, they are hiring. There's signs everywhere. Yeah, I know. I feel terrible for, especially my local Joanne. Right? You get used to your local Joanne's people. I used to buy a lot of stuff and I was costume making, you know. I used to buy a lot of different fabric for costume making. You can find you were able to find really good deals, especially in the clearance if you were making costumes. Costume material is very different than cotton material. So, you know, I meant to go. We in our little town, right? We had another fabric store that I never go into. Never go into that fabric store. They basically are an upholstery store. So if you need like fabric to do some upholstery or curtains, you know, that's where you would go. And I'm wondering if they're going to start adding quilting cotton to their selection. I'm actually going to go in there and ask them that, because if not, there is no fabric store for a very long while. And yesterday, talking about fabric stores, my quilt shop, which is a good distance from me. It's called Quilter's Attic. She also has online, so you can always go to Quilter's Attic. It's in Pine Bush, New York, and she does online as well. I went to call about my machine yesterday and they were closed. So hopefully today I will remember. All right, let's see. My Joanne's is an hour away, so I didn't go often. Just when I had to. Oh, I'm so sorry, Myra. Well, you are a survivor right now, right, Myra? They always cheated me on fabric. A yard was never a yard. Really, Myra? Wow, because my Joanne, that lady was overly generous to me all the time. I mean, I'm not saying like a lot, but like, you know, it was always a full yard, if not a yard and 1 inch or a yard and 2 inches. Like she was never, I know she knew I was, maybe she knew that, like, because we've talked a long time and I had done a lot of so the costume making I didn't get paid for. It was a non-for-profit that I sewed costumes for. And so she was just always generous. Maybe she wasn't to others. So look at this. So there is that. I'm going to put now the other sashing and put that one in. I'm so excited to see this. I'm still here. Can't get rid of me that easy. Well, I'm glad. I'm glad we can't get rid of you that easy. I tell you, when you are, I mean, for me, when you're sick, the only solace for me to deal with it is really sewing. And now being on a live with you guys is great too. Thank you. So I want to try this. Now that I'm doing this, I want to try this using crumbs. Now I have an idea in my head that I could do this using crumbs and maybe the star be black or something like that. Or maybe it could be black and white, but I think the black and white is going to be distracting. I think I need like a solid color, some solid color to go with the crumbs. And I don't know what crumb fabric I have, but I'm having all kinds of thoughts of crumb fabric I may have already sewn up. Because all you have to do, again, this whole thing, I was going to say this whole recipe, this whole quilt pattern, I based it on 6.5 inches. So the blocks are all 6.5 inches. No one says they have to be rails. Like I said, I think you can use strips. Like if you're into, strings. They call strings, not strips. Strings. You probably can just take a whole bunch of strings, sew them up, and then cut them down to a 6.5 inch block and still get the same look. I think this lends itself to strings, to crumbs. Obviously, it would lay itself to just solid blocks, solid 6.5 inch blocks. I don't think I reinvented the wheel here. I mean, just because I have never seen this doesn't mean it doesn't exist somewhere. What I did is I adapted to what scraps I had. You could probably, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, you could probably sew 2.5 inch squares, right? You probably can do that and then cut them down and have little patchworks. Oh, why is my nose running? Excuse me. My nose wants to drip. Drip, drip, drip. Why does everything want to drip? All right, so let's see. Scrappy, oh my stars. Good morning, Sharon. Any scrappy block would look amazing, so colorful. All right, so we are going to now iron or press, whatever you want to say, this made up sashing that I made up last minute. And then we're going to go to the design wall. Once again, we're going to go to the design wall. All right, so we have this. This is where we're at. I'm kind of glad I don't have that stabbing pain anymore. I just feel like bruised. But I don't like all the other stuff that's coming with it. All right, so I still have one star to do. I was thinking about doing, and it's right here, an actual tutorial video in case if you guys want to do it. So we have that here. I mean, I'm loving it right now. So I'm just saying I'm loving it right now. Good morning, been lurking for a while, cutting. Well, hi, Joe. Yeah, Vintage Style by Joe. Go check her out. She does lots of scrappy stuff, lots of it. All right, so we are going to work, remove this like this, so you could kind of see both sides. So I don't know if I have enough of this, so we're gonna find that out right now because this is all I have. And we're gonna just see what one side is. Let's see. And then we're going to do 1 and 2. So we have that. And then we put these in. Pop these in. And then pop this one in here. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. Well, I might have to put different ones of these in. All right, so I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of these for either side. So I have 1, so I only need 6 more of these. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that would be for the other side. And then I need 3 for this. I'm going to see if I have enough that I can continue this all the way around. That would be nice. So I have this. Good morning, Annette. We've got that right. Okay, didn't miss anyone. All right, so so we have that pile for the other side. And then for here, I have 1. Oh, I may have enough to be able to do it. Let's see. We've got that. Now I don't have any more of these cut, but I have more of these rectangles. I do have more of these rectangles. So we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4. So I need 4 more of them. Okay, I have it. I think I have it to do it all the way around. And then I need 1 more of these, and I have that right here. I just have to cut it down to 6.5 inches. So we're going to do this all the way around. I'm glad. Wait, we've got, what do we have here? A troll? Did I miss that? Trolling along. All right, so I have this. So we're going to cut this one down. And then we are going, oops. We're going to cut this one down. We're going to cut this one down, and then we should have enough. I actually have an extra, which is good. The only thing I may not have enough of is, let me see. I may not have enough of that one black and white fabric, but we may. I do have some of this, so, and I have some of these. All right, we'll see. We're going to make do. We always make do on this channel. It's called the Make Do channel. All right, so we're going to cut this 6.5. See, that's the little scrap after I cut that to 6.5. Getting ready for work, so I will be lurking. Not a problem. To wiggle on. I'll be lurking while working. No problem. We're lurking while working. Oh, I like that. All right. So we are going to bring this closer, and I'm going to bring this down a little bit. There we go. So now we're going to work on the sides. So I need one of these. Let's see, I actually have it up. So that's good because it's going to help me. So I am going to, I need to sew this to there. And I have this here, this fabric here. And it's going to be tight, but maybe we can make it work. This nut drives me nuts sometimes. All right, so we have more of that. I think I am going to have enough of this. So if I have that, I need another piece of this and this piece. I'm going to roll that one through. And then the next one is another one, a piece of this and this. need to finish it off with the last piece of this light one here. So what are we using up? This channel inspired me to dive into my stash of old batiks from mask making days. Yes, go do it. Go do it. I encourage you. Go get those scraps, those hiding in the corners of things. Yes, definitely do that. All right, so we now have this here, and then we're going to attach it. Here we are. Let's see. This goes there. See how quick this actually went across really quick. I'm surprised. All right, so now we have this here. And oh, I need that. And here it is. So this will be going across the top, and then I'm going to be making another one to go across the bottom. So I'm just going to pick this up, and we're gonna go for it. So I just picked it up, and now I'm just kind of sewing these little pieces. So I have that, and then this gets also a cornerstone. And then what I think I may do, because I don't think I'm quite done with it yet, I think once I have this, I might end up putting a border, another border. So this is like the inner border. But maybe put an outer border of black and white, another black and white material that I have in the scrap bin. But it's not really, that I won't say is like really big into scrap bin, but yeah, this goes here. To kind of just finish up the quilt. Just give it a little finished look. Also introduce another place where I could introduce the black and white. And yeah, we're gonna go with that, I think. This, yeah, scraps sneak up on me. Yeah, snacks. Yeah, snacks. Snacks and scraps. They both sneak up on me. Oh man, I just want to eat. I just want to eat like, I don't know, like a good ribeye steak and baked potatoes loaded with mashed. I sit here and I'm just dreaming of food. Oh. All right, so here we go. We have another one right there. So those are for the top and bottom. And then we have 1, 2. See, I don't have enough of this fabric because I only have these two, because I would have to do 2, 4. I have another, oh no, I do. Do I have enough? Yes, I do actually, right? So I was cutting this to use as a start, and I was 1 leg short. So I only had 7 of these and 1 of these. But with my calculations are correct, right? I still have these 2, and then this will give me 4, and this is 5, 6, and I need 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 6. Well, you know what? I have this too. And I had these that I could maybe frankenbat. I mean, you know, not frankenbat, frankenfy them. I don't know, frank them up. Snacks are sneaky too. I know I can say snacks, scraps, it's all the same. That should go on a t-shirt. Snacks and scraps, they both sneak up on me. I love that. Hi, Catherine. Good morning. Good morning, Rita. Very funny. Yes, that would be funny, funny, funny. All right. I think we can make do. I think we can push it. All right. So I am going to take this here and fold this in half, and then fold this in a quarter. There we go. And we are going to cut this to the size. So for me, this odd size, it is an odd size, is 2 3/4. Whoever cut these scraps up. I don't know if that's the best way to do this. I'm trying to make it so that I have maximized, let's see. I can do that. I think it's the same thing. If I do that, it's the same thing. Okay, we're going back to folding this because then I'll get long strips. Because I am going to have to franken piece one piece, I have a feeling. There we go. There we go. Okay. So what I'm going to do is add a cornerstone to each of these top pieces, right? Because we're putting in our sides in first. So let's do that. Let's put these cornerstones in on the ends. And then we have the top and bottom all done. And these are going in the corners. So if I have to franken piece something, it's going to go on the side and it's not going to be as noticeable as if I did it on the top or the bottom. That's what we're doing. Now that is funny way of looking at it, frankenpiece. That's right, frankenpiece. We're frankenpiece and everything. We're franking it up. Yesterday, that's what I said. We were franking it up. All right, so there we go. We have that. That's done. Now we're going to go do the sides, and I am going to look at what I've got going on here for the sides. So I need this here. And then I need this, and I need one of those. So I have to cut another square. I feel like my scraps dictate to me what the scrap quilt is going to look like and what size things are going to be. All right, so we have that. And now, here it is. Like, where are my other pieces? Here it is. So now we have another one of these and that. So we have, so now our top piece looks like this. Right here with these. So we should have two identical top pieces like that. Again, you will be probably, if you're going to recreate this, and your sashing is going to be 2.5 inches, right? Because you are using probably a jelly roll or some kind of scraps. This just dictated what it was going to be because of how it came. But if I was to make this again, I would probably use the 2.5 inch. It'll make your life easier. All right, so we have this here like that. And then I'm gonna, once I get these sashings, we are then gonna go and open up this ginger quilter box, because I want to see what's in it. I'm excited to see. So this month, leaving for home. Oh, Mona, good morning, Mona. Mona did what? She's got a lot going on that channel. Leaving for home soon. Uh-oh. She must have been somewhere. I was at Uncle's. 2 cousins have the night off. Oh, yes, that's right. It's way long. No sleep. Yes, you canceled your, I saw that you canceled your live. Well, you know, sometimes we just need a break, right? It's okay. We're good. We're still here for you, Mona. All right, so we have now the side, and now we have to go ahead and do another side. So I have to pull this off. I feel like I'm missing, like this side is missing something. I think I'm supposed to have 3 of these. Let's see, 1, 2, yeah, I'm supposed to have 3 of these. So I have to put another one of these on here. Whoops. And then these right here. And that's why I had these extra fabrics pieces. I'll put this on. And now I'm going to run another one of these through. And now we have the one side done up. So now I have to Franken piece. We got to frank it up 2 more squares out of whatever I have left over. So here we are. So these are the sides. So I'm going to just put this on the one side. So when I show you, you kind of see what's going on here. And this is the top. So here we go. This is what I've got left. This is what I've got left of this fabric. So, love this fabric. I wish I had more of that. Take care, Mona. What a ton of fun that was. Oh, wait, you just had a live? Oh, wait, which live? I'm so lost. Okay, so let me measure this piece here. So this piece here doesn't even need to be Franken piece. So I have a piece here. Do you see this piece here? This piece here is exactly the size I need. So I tried to Franken piece this when I was trying to make 8 squares. I only had 6, and then I only got 7. But if I take this out, oh, you know what? Let me go get my eyebrow trimmer. We're gonna do this faster. I don't know why I'm trying to kill myself. So much faster. All right, and then we're going to start this one. Here we are. So now we have this piece. It's a good thing for trimmers. All right, so we have, this is perfect. So we're going to take this piece and just cut it down this. Okay, so now we only have to Frankenpiece one piece because I have the one. And now here we are. We have these pieces here. I'm just going to take my biggest pieces I have and try to put them together. So that would be here. What size is this? This is the exact size I need. So I'm going to take these two, these three. So I just have to do it in three. Got to get my kiddos up for school. I'll be listening in. Not a problem. Got to do what you got to do. All got things to do. All right. I gotta frank it up here with this one piece. I don't know if I want to do that. You know what? I'd rather frank it up with a bigger piece and cut it down. All right. Oh, yesterday I was watching Sewing Machine Plus as my honey was driving me to the doctor's. That show could be dangerous. Man, they had a FOF. It was gorgeous. It was a gorgeous FOF. So I was like, oh, that looks like a good machine I can use. Because this is a FOF and I like it, right? Showing you all the features. They put in like a little thing in the comments. So I clicked on it. I almost went into like a heart failure situation. $8,000, and that was on the sale price. The sale price was $8,000. The sale price. Oh, that was more than what I paid for my long arm, honestly. I mean, long arms have shot up, but I bought my long arm before it was like kind of popular to have a long arm, I guess. Yeah, I almost like, that was just, I was like, that, well, as much as I may want that to be my machine, that's definitely not my machine. Maybe if I hit the lotto, but first I got to play the lotto in order to hit the lotto. So, yeah. Lovely machine, though. So those pieces you're putting in the corner, well, just some one. So I only had a Frankenpiece one, and it's just going to go. It'll be hidden. Nobody's going to even see it by the time I'm done. Good morning, Sherry. I watched for a little bit last night, Rita. It was fun live. I must have been asleep. Oh my word. Yeah, I am not taking on a bank loan to get, yeah. No, that wasn't a long arm. That was a regular sewing machine. That was a regular sewing machine. Okay, so this needs, this is off just by a little bit. So I need to add another piece to this. Here we go. Nope, that was a regular sewing machine. That's what I'm saying. My long arm was cheaper than that sewing machine. All right, so it's good that this fabric is very busy. Nobody's going to notice it. It is way too busy for anybody to notice. Okay, so I'm going to come in here. Since we frankified this and franked it up, we're going to go ahead and do our 2 3/4, because that's, again, you would probably do 2 1/2 if you're using jelly roll strips or something like that. Look at that. There is so much going on in this fabric. Like, look. So we've made it. We have made it. Oh, oops, okay. And let's put this last together, and then I promise you we're going to open that up. That is just way too much for a regular sewing machine. Good morning, Jess. I see Jess. Yes, she has a channel. Go check her out, too. She's got a lot going on. She does a lot with Katie, the Greenland quilter. And this is not where that's going. She also does a lot with other people as well. I don't know where you find the time, Jess, to collaborate so much. I That's what I really wanted to do, but I've found with all my unexpected health situations, I am just, it is hard for me to get there. But on April, the week of April 11th, right? April 11th is a Friday. So that week of April 11th, I will be in the New England area. I will be in Massachusetts. So if you live in or around Massachusetts, New Hampshire, if you live in New Hampshire, you can have a meet and greet with me up in the Quilt Museum, which is in Lowell, Massachusetts, because I will be doing that. I just don't know what day yet. But there'll be some collaborating going on. I have off then. So that's why I have time to collaborate. So there will be some collaborating going on. So Rhode Island, there's collaborating going on for Rhode Island too. And possible sew dates. Just saying, if you're in the New England, there will be more issued as I go. Just not right this second. I can't let you all know everything right now. Okay, so we're gonna put this in here. So this part here is going to grab, ha, I have to make sure I'm doing the right thing. Here we are, put this in. Look at this, we are getting this going. I'm so excited. And that's a song, and I just can't hide it because I just put together the last part of this. All right, here we go. So here we are. And here we are. Okay, so this is my last one. I made it. I franked it up there. That's the piece that's franked up. And nobody's gonna notice it. So if I'm gonna come here, I love hanging out with people, so I'll make time at night to hang out. Oh, I know. I'm just asleep. I just am always asleep. Always asleep I am at night. I miss everybody's lives at night, especially after work, because when I come home from work, I'm just exhausted from work. And I don't sew at night. I try not to, put it that way, because I make most of my mistakes then. And then this is going to go on the top here. Here we go. Of course, I have to iron everything, but this is what it's going to kind of look like. As you could see, let me see. Can I put this? See that? So without even trying, I think I made a pattern here without even trying. You know. So this is what it's going to look like. I have one more square I need to put together, but we're just going to put this aside for right now. I'm going to go and open this up here. And this is the Ginger Quilter box. Natalie just sent it to me. So she is excited. I'm excited to see what she did. we had a little conversation about this box. So this box here, is going to contain a pattern that she designed. She designed a pattern, and it went in this box. It's going in this box. So I can't wait to see what she designed and see what we're going to be making. Okay, so I'm going to open this up, and here is this little newsletter type thing that she has, and she has a quote in the back from the movie Sabrina, and it's Audrey Hepburn. Paris is always a good idea. So we must be going to Paris. Yep, it's called Patchwork in Paris. So that's what it looks like. It says, bonjour. This month we're stitching our way to the city and of light with Patchwork in Paris. I'm going to say Paris because this is my husband's family. My honey's family is all from France, Paris, Parisian, and all other places in Paris. I mean in Paris and in France. Okay, it is inspired by pastel hues, delicate bows, and timeless Parisian charm. This box brings a touch of French elegance to your quilting. Each item is curated to capture the romance and beauty of Paris. No passport required. Oh my. Yes, I am definitely up for this. Can't wait to show my honey. So what's in the box? Mademoiselle fabric, bodacious quilt pattern. That's her quilt pattern. Okay. The Eiffel Tower scissors, a bow claw quilt, and a croissant. Wait, a croissant? Why is there a croissant? There's no croissant in here. Is there supposed to be a croissant in here? Because I need a croissant. Nope, there is no croissant, but there is a French treat in here that to me is better than a croissant. So let's see. Okay, Mademoiselle fabric bundle. I've never been to Paris, but I want to go. I have never been either. Honey is slacking on me meeting his family in Paris. Okay, I have met them. They've been here. But I like to think that it would be as pretty and romantic as this fabric line. I'm just in love with the swans. I really admire Patty Bazami, I hope I said that. I'm probably butchering her name, the designer. And I'm excited to feature this collection as the focal point of this box. Now, she says about the bodacious quilt pattern, I'm excited to show you my newest original pattern, Bodacious. It's good to show off the fabrics you love and play on the theme of bows that are so popular right now. I hope it's fun. It's a fun one to make. All right, and then Eiffel Tower scissors I'll get. So here under croissant, she says, I wanted to include a sweet treat from Paris to round out this box. So this buttery little croissant made the cut. This little indulgence is the perfect companion for a quilting session because stitching is always better with a delicious snack by your side. Bon appetit. So there's no croissant, but that's okay because I think she has something better. This here does come from Paris. All right, let me see. It's called a cookie square, baked with pure butter. It's got a little French flag. Look at that. This looks delicious. It has my honey's name on it, Michelle and Augustine. Cookie square, milk chocolate and melty caramel. It could be that you guys will have a croissant in your box. My box is made after she makes everybody else's, and that's totally fine with me. But it is baked with pure butter, and she did put 2 of these in here, so yum yum. Wish I could eat that now, but I can't. We have, ooh, look at this. When I hear of bodacious, my brain always goes to the movie Fern Gully. So we have this, and we all know I like these, so let's take this off. Let's take this off. My hair is a little wackadoodle, but we're going to look at that. We have the beautiful claw here. I don't know if you can see it, but yes, we have that in the hair. So that'll be cute. My hair is a little crazy. Let's go with the Eiffel Tower scissors. Okay. Oh, look at these. Look at these scissors. It looks good? Oh, good, because I'm glad. So we have Eiffel Tower scissors. That's cool. Let's see. Let's take a piece of this. Yes, I am going to cut this up. Yep, it cuts. They are sharp. So we have some really nice scissors. I think I'll use those snips right now. And here we go. Here is the Bodacious, B-O-W, Bodacious quilt. Makes me think of Bill and Ted movie. So this, she has two sizes, a throw and a twin. And this is what it looks like in case I didn't show you. And, all measurements are based on a 42-inch wide fabric. Cute, yes, bodacious, yes, not bodacious, so bodacious. All right, so what you need for a well, let's see how much fabric she gave us. Look at this. Look at this huge amount of fabric. This is a big chunk of fabric. So let's see what we got here. I'm going to have to go grab, oops, it's wrapped around my stuff here. Okay. So we have a lot of fabric here, like lots of fabric. Here we are. So we are going into, so that's this here is 2 yards right here. And we still have more. I'm going to say this is probably a 3-yard cut. Let's see. Just shy of a 3-yard cut, just shy. So we have 2 yards and 22 yards and 21 inches. So, so over 2.5 yards. So we're making a throw size. The throw size is 52 by 58. Twin size is 3.5 yards. So we are making the throw size, which is pretty big. Actually, if you think about it, that's kind of like a pretty big pretty big throw. It's like almost like an oversized throw. So yes, so we have 2 inches over 2.5 inches. 2.5 yards. So we definitely have a generous 2.5 yard cut of this fabric. Confetti cotton. Bodacious. Your surfing days? Well, Annette, if you know, there's a lot of surfing going on in Puerto Rico. That is a lot. Love the Ginger Quilter box. I did the lemon table runner from last year, and it's still one of my favorite projects. I stopped all my subscriptions, but her new spring box is really calling to me. I know when she designed some of that fabric in that box. No, there's more than just one piece of fabric. And then we have the, what is it called? This line is called Mademoiselle. The Mademoiselle, and it is AGF fabric. Or Mademoiselle, I don't know, line that she's doing. I'm not quite sure. Some of this says angles. But it's beautiful. I'm sorry, I'm getting all distracted with the fabric. So this is what, here, it looks like that when we put it together. And we will go through the fabric now. I only see AGF on here. Oh, she's saying looking forward. I got to read you the looking forward. Something sweet is coming next month with a pop of playful color and a dash of vintage charm. It's fresh, it's fun, and it might just be the cherry on the top of your quilting stash. Stay tuned, you won't want to miss that one. Oh, I wonder if we're making cherries. Look at those birds. I love this fabric. Very, very romantic feeling. Definitely has that romantic vibe. She definitely likes to use art gallery fabrics. That's what AGF is. Look at that. I like that. The row houses. That is pretty. And yes, it's Patty Bazimi? Baseme? I don't know. I'm so sorry, Patty. Patty, it's beautiful fabric. And it's called Angles. Angles is what is on here. It says Angles, a division of AGF fabric. Patty, you did a beautiful job here. Yep, it's all the same line. Oh, here's the bows for the Bodacious. And someone asked, and these are all, hold on. Yeah, they are all, are they pre-cut for us? 4.5 inches. It says that you could use 10 assorted fabrics, fat eighths, or 1/8 yard cuts. Look at the swans. And we have this as well. All right, so you need 2.5 yards, 10 fat eighths or 1/8 yard cuts, and then binding and backing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, and 10. She definitely has 10. Okay. Fat 8 measures 9 by 21 and an 1/8 yard cut. Okay, it doesn't tell us the 1/8 yard cut. So let me look at this. I'm pretty sure I can't show you any of this, but here is, yes. So she helped us out with easy instructions here. I'm looking. So she kind of pre-cut some of this for us already. So that's good. This will be an easy sew while one is not feeling 100%, you know. So that is here. I'm going to put that. This is great. This is great. But, you know, so I have to look at the prices. It's 60. It's a little bit, it's over 60. I wish I was better prepared. But to tell you the truth, that includes shipping. And you get a whole quilt right here. Quilt top is right here for you. That measures 52 by 58. So I think it's a pretty good deal. But I totally understand. You see me, I'm sewing with scraps, and we're going to make this box. So thank you, Natalie, for sending that my way. You did a fabulous job with your Bodacious quilt pattern. I love it. I love it when people make up their own thing. I am honestly, not to toot my own horn, but I am loving what we just all created here on this live. I'm just going to show you one more time because I'm loving what we just did here. I'm loving even the sashing. I wasn't sure about the sashing, but I'm loving it. It's giving it a different vibe. So I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm going to cut this short though because I'm going to lay down. I'm probably going to have a little bit more Jell-O. I'm starting to feel a little dizzy again. So I'm going to have probably a little bit more Jell-O and just lay down and rest and close my eyes for a little bit. Sometimes I'm not sleeping. Sometimes I'm just closing my eyes. I find it better. I'm not as dizzy if I do that. So everyone have a wonderful day. Take care of yourself. Pass it forward. And I will see you soon. Bye.